Alright everybody, I am, welcome to week going on 13 I believe. We're taking in kind of an odd party, double shield breaker. We're taking out the Jester again, I'm going to get him to resolve 2, trying to knock some of the stress off. We're also taking, I think it's a resolve, no it's resolve 1 Vestal. I'm going to buy just those skills. Should be good enough. The reason why I'm not upgrading Judgment is it's usually just Dazzling Light. Anyways, Jester, we'll see if we can get better skills. I don't think so, yeah. Shield Breakers, I bought their skills because pretty much on every Shield Breaker I run practically the same skills. Sometimes I'll swap them up for bigger damage than to save, but other than that, they pretty much get the same stuff. Looking at the trinkets, I'll probably put that on the Vestal, because her speed's kind of slow already. The accuracy minus dodge, I'm actually not going to use that on anybody because the shield breakers are already so squishy. I don't like reducing their dodge any further. So yeah, we're going week 13. We just got bumper crop, which means all of our provisions are free, which means you're going to see me overbuy. Bumper crop is in the warrens. It's really good if you are learning how to play the game. Because, like I said, none of this is costing me any gold. 38,000 down here, and just watch me. I'm stacking, right? So I don't care if I stack at all of this, right? Now, I do care if I, like, create a new stack, but I don't care if I max the stack. And I'll even take in the laudanums. For the sole point, if I get curse, I can remove it. I can throw these out right away. Doesn't really matter. So you fully stack. That way you can abuse all the curios. Use them willy-nilly, whatever. We're not going to end up using all of these items, but it's the potential to use all of them. And we're actually going to go get Sanctuary. I have 2 shield breakers. I'm not going to campfire for the sake of the video. I was about to go buy Sanctuary, but then I realized I got 2 shield breakers. If you haven't played the shield breaker DLC, let's just say something comes bump in the night sometimes. So we're not going to campfire. I don't feel like dealing with that right now. If they were maybe resolve 2s, I would, but not resolve 0s. I don't have that many good skills or items on them. I think I forgot to equip my scouting trinket. I did. That's an error. I have that on somebody else. Should have put it on the Vestal. So yeah, that was a boo-boo. Yeah. So we are doing a medium ruins explore. It's not particularly my favorite in terms of explore. I don't like medium explorers. I prefer them to be objective or battle. A, they tend to end faster. B, they're usually easier to map out in terms of where to go in the dungeon. I really hate explore mediums. They can take a lot of time, and it's really hard to optimize your loot sometimes because you don't know how much of everything you need to keep. So not a huge fan of that, but it is what it is. I wanted to progress the ruins so we could get a boss to show. It was a medium, and the rewards aren't terrible either financially or curio. I can't remember exactly. I'm going to end up selling them for money and all that stuff. We're going to collect that on the way back. That way we can do my tips. I always say, save this for dim light. Does increase your loot count just by a smidge. Now that was only 100 gold, but the point is it could have. Oh, I didn't buy 2 stacks of food. Whoopsies. Well, quote unquote didn't buy. It was free, so that was a mistake. I'm just making little mistakes all over. I had it the first time, then I panicked. I wonder why I had so many free spaces. I was like, oh, we'll do that at the end. Always objective completion before you ram your head into that. I'm only a little worried because I don't think I have enough food. Though I can't. Okay. We're gonna have to hope we get a food, like some food out of stuff. Nah, I don't think that does. Not a surprise. We're just gonna stock the bro's gonna go. It's gonna be a lot of stress. 15 and another 15. So they are gonna be targeted in the back row. The 4th position one's gonna get double shield breaker. Yeah, that's why. Good judgment if that doesn't. Dang, that's actually terrible. I might have to just end up stunning. And the reason why I'm going to say I have to end up stunning is because, what, 67%? Yeah, you got to go with the the 100% stun chance on an 80% chance to hit. The 67 to maybe kill, that's just numbers-wise a nightmare. So yeah, we're going to take another Tempting Goblet. Really detrimental. Not going to lie. Now the good news is I should be able to get rid of these guys. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, the only reason why I hesitated there is 6 HP is not a lot, but I should probably get the heal. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they are super squishy. This is the only reason why. I mean, like, it's 2 damage, but it's still technically 10th of my HP. So, you know, when you get hit for 5, it's 25% of your HP. I mean, that's brutal. No one in my party is particularly, dang it, tanky. I am going a little greedy here, trying to just take stress heal over physical. Because I do have Divine Comfort and Divine Word. Don't have a lot of food, so obviously I did screw myself on that. Yeah, another 5 damage. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's just 25% damage. Very hard to overcome. I've made a few errors in the provisions, and I guess since I've made these errors, let's talk about them. The biggest mistakes you'll make in Darkest Dungeon are almost always in terms of your preparation. Wow, 1 speed beta 1. What's her speed? Beta 5. Wow. Okay. I mean, it's possible. Just I'm lucky he missed because he didn't have to. Key to undo that. Wow, man, I'm getting some bad Curio RNG. Like, I know it's apprentice level, but like, it doesn't have to be that low. Oh, dang it. Yeah, this is it's a rough dungeon. I'm not a fan of double shield breaker early on. For everything I've said like a million times now. Kind of squishy. Their accuracy and damage aren't quite maxed out yet, so they actually don't accelerate excel, there we go. Excel as well as they normally would in terms of yes, that's another food check. I'm a little nervous I won't be able to get to that altar without probably proccing a final food check, because I have to walk these rooms, which is why, guys, I say I don't really darn it, and it's back that way. I can skip 3 rooms in a medium if I do. So if I get this room, that room, those rooms, I think I can leave those bottom 3 alone. It's 1, 2, and medium. Unless you get a secret, then you can leave 3. So if I head back up, grab all of that, make an L, maybe use a food check. Okay, so I'm actually going to head back. I think I can make this work. I think I can grab this, come down, make that L, maybe come down over. No, that's too much backtracking. I'm just really want to use my last food check probably right around that area. And that might be enough just to sneak me to that curio. If I get a food check right outside that curio, man, the amount of stress damage I'm going to get. Well, the HP damage and stress is going to be a crap ton. And I kind of want to keep everyone. So I am taking a rather large gamble. 2 resolve zeros, especially shield breakers against the thing I'm about to go into. I'm not particularly confident. Now what I will say is, now is the time to lose people. I need to follow my own advice. The gains I could get are a lot bigger potentially, because there's 2 trinkets the Shambler drops. I said the name. I don't know why I was trying to keep it anti-spoiler. Anyways, the creature we're going to fight is called the Shambler. If you don't want to see it, pretty much when we get to said area, I guess just stop watching, because 30% healing skills. Oh, can't get rid of the food. Citrine to buy. Okay. Yeah, the Shambler drops 2 really good trinkets. The candle and map. And if I could get one of those, it'd be really good. I'm only scared because, like I said, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get there without another food check, because I have a feeling right around here. Oh man, I didn't get here. I'm definitely gonna get food checked. I don't have any food to even campfire. There are curios that can give food. Bookcases are not one of them. Yeah, I'm a little We gotta take care of stress damage dealers first. My stress is meh. I do want to keep the Vestal. 9. So we're gonna have to send 3 attacks into 1 HP. Ooh. No, it's not good. Okay. It wasn't ideal, however, the rest of these guys are only physical damage, slower physical damage as well, except for the Arbalist. Oh. Yeah, the Arbalist was going to be the one that's scary, and of course he crits. Much better still than what's his nuts living? The Bone Royalty, Bone Courier, whatever they're called at this level. I call them Bone Royalty because I believe that's what they're called at the max level. The reason why I'm doing that is just to ensure one guy dies, because there's a world where I could have done 2 attacks into those guys and no one died. Now obviously we got the best of both worlds, 1 shot on each of them. Oh, and a crit back. Okay, super good RNG. Actually very valuable. Bayonet stabs the weaker ability, he comes forward, which means it's the weaker ability again. We're going to try to go for one more inspiring tune. The Jester's going to be resolved too, so he's going to sit on the sidelines a little longer, which means I want to get him a little lower on stress. That way if I shove him to like stress facilities and all that stuff, I'm not worried about him still accumulating 20-30 stress. He'll be done. He'll be 0 stress or 10. I can take negative quirks off, I can, you know, whatever I need to do. Man, 5 speed just, I know they're equal speeds, but like, killing me. I am probably going to take these shield breakers out for a few more spins, so I want to keep them around 8 to 10. I don't know if my next party is going to be extremely stress heal heavy, like if it's going to have any good ones. So we are just going to pop that. I can get rid of the keys after this because we're not... Oh, there's 2 food. Perfect. Reason why that's really good is I can campfire now. Now, I said I didn't want to campfire, and that's still true. But I'm going to have to bite the bullet. I'm really hoping I don't get a food check to here, because then I'll campfire. Because even if I do the campfire now, it's possible I get a food check with all those rooms. So if I can sneak over here, I can then campfire. We'll see if I get that lucky. I am potentially about to get smacked in 1 more tile. Oh, we just made it. Okay. I still need a... Man, this party might be really heavily stressed, guys, because... obviously, if you played the game, you know what the Shambler is. You know it's a no-joke boss at any point in the game. Easiest at Apprentice typically would resolve 1s and 2s, which we only have... 1 resolve, we have 2 resolve 1s and 2 resolve 0s. Not particularly the best. This is not blight that early on. The reason why I did it was just kind of chip damage everyone. That way I'll probably hit him with, yeah. And then the next turn the Jester will do another harvest, killing the Cutthroat, and then we can heal across the board. So that's why we did the chip damage. Get him down to there, and then we can just focus fire this guy. Probably killing him. What? 10 damage? It's not going to happen. So... Oh, you got to go anyways. Point blank. Punishment. Okay. Ooh, dodge. Nice. With that dodge, we're going to see if we get lucky. And the Jester gets to go first. We'll minus 9 stress. He actually dies, so we're not gonna take any of the shield breakers turns. We're gonna knock stress off there. We're also going to check if anyone has a food quirk that would make them eat more. No one's stressed enough or stressed eater to affect that. So we'll look around. Yips. Ooh, yips, that's terrible. Fear beast. Yeah, that's a lot of fear. Dang. Tuckered out. And anemic. Okay, none of that's bad. Don't need that. Do want that. The trinket. We can put it on the Jester. It's not... Oh, no. Darn it. Continue to Ventry. Whoops. I've been a little escape button happy recently, guys. A little silly by me. And why did... my brain. My brain. Okay. Well, I'm making every mistake possible, so obviously I should go do some of the hardest bosses in the game with me making all the mistakes possible. So, I think that's logical. Yeah, honestly, that may not be terrible. Can I double up on that? 30% armor piercing? That would not be bad. Actually, that would not be bad at all. You're the only religious person, though. It's one companion. That's actually not good. No, that doesn't matter. Mockery's not very good. Yeah, you're all pretty low in stress. Can't be marked. That may not actually be terrible, depending on what happens. We'll see how this goes. Wow, nothing happened. Awesome. Okay, that's good RNG. Yeah, like I said, guys, I do apologize. I'm a wee all over the place this dungeon in terms of optimizing food, loot. But I did optimize my pathway. So you will recognize I just did that to perfection. No food check. I did optimize by leaving those 3 alone. And I was able to come back here with relatively low stress. Now, quickly, Shambler tips. Never, ever keep your party exactly the way it is unless your party is already messed up. Because when you fight the Shambler, it will mess up your party. And if you're lucky enough, it will rearrange your party perfectly. And it didn't shuffle. That's not bad. The shield breaker should go before the Vestal. And if not, I can go for a lucky stun. All we could not do was impale. There we go. Perfect. See? Look how that worked out? Perfect. And if we get a super lucky stun, it's a 20% chance with that. Oh, no way! If you've played the game before, you know that stun and that crit right there is god tier level RNG. That was a super low chance to stun. I think it was a 20%, I want to say. Was not high. With that stun, we're actually going to back up 1 so we can harvest. Now, is that the one that moves you? Yeah, I don't think that's bleed. I think that's shuffle. No, okay. Oh, it was bleed. Okay. The reason why we did that is so I could harvest once. We got 2 battle ballads going. So I really want to get the harvest going just so we can put some chip on the, on anything. I don't think Impale's very good. 3 to 5, 2 to 4. Yeah, we want to just focus fire the clapper things here. Oh, 6 damage. Okay. Didn't go yet, so we're actually going to finish that. These things don't have the highest stun resist, so we're actually going to see if we can't stun it. Okay, cool. That's not a terrible start. Would have really have preferred a little bit of bleed. Now, he is stunned in the back road, though. That does make it a little more unnerving. He's also going to be the only one to get hits by that. I don't think we can focus fire yet. I need a little bit of RNG damage on this with one of the shield breakers. I needed to get one-shotted, which is not 6. The Vestal, I'm getting a little lower on HP. And this guy's going to have a lot of speed and damage next, so he's got to go. You got to find a happy medium of controlling and damaging. And I think I got the healing to just let one more turn tick like that, but he is at 35 out of 77. We really do probably need to finish this. He's in the back row again. If I can impale... Okay, darn. Because eventually these are just going to start to hurt way too bad. Yeah, got the double go. If I can impale killing the guy in the back... Ooh, okay. Nah, it's not terrible yet. We'll see if we get one more fortunate stun. Wow, these stuns have been very good. Oh, darn it. Okay, he is stunned for next turn, so we'll take care of the 1, and then we'll do a... I could Dirk Stab, and I think I might. Well, we'll just go for the Harvest. I could have put on Finale. I think I own Finale. That is a lot of bleed, actually. I just realized how much he's done bleed skill in a row. Actually, I should have healed everybody of the bleeds. It's not the end of the world, but it does get a little questionable. I'm going to focus fire him this upcoming turn. Now this is the shuffle. Hopefully it's not a nightmare. Oh no, it's the blade. They have 10 speed to start, yeah, and I think my battle ballad's down to 1. I don't think I'll need another one though. We're just gonna focus 14, nice. So I need to just do 4 damage to him, and then this is over. We could do that with a harvest. We're gonna use all that. We are gonna heal now. We're not gonna do any damage shenanigans. We are getting wrecked pretty bad. Yeah, we're gonna harvest, and that should do it. And then we'll kill the 1. Yeah, dead. Okay, then we'll kill the 1 here. All right, cool. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Okay. We can't mess around with it. I would like to have like remove stress and stuff, but I mean if the Jester goes, I'll remove stress and I'll be taking the shield breakers back out. The Jester at this point, he's gonna be at 40 stress. There's no getting him out with less. We certainly don't want this thing to go again. 5. I'm gonna try to kill shot it with the judgment. 2 to 4, 62. No way. Wow, good stun. Wow, lucky crit. I mean, we got super fortunate with all of our stun chances. This would have been a lot easier if we had the shield breakers even at resolve 1. We're gonna go for just an AoE crit heals. There we go, a couple of them, 2 of them, 4 stress, and that's why we do it. We're gonna go to end it. Okay. Ancestor's Tentacle Idol is probably the worst one if you ask me. Can't always win, but we got our first Shambler killed. Calm. Yeah, we don't want you to have calm. We'll see. So, free building upgrade. This is a big deal. If you ever get a free building upgrade, I almost religiously will tell you to use it in the guild and use it on Instructory Mastery. Even though I won't be able to use that for a long while, and there are other things I could do that would get me free stuff, getting portraits in large numbers is probably one of the hardest things to do, and eventually you'll need 33 of them. And while I go through all of Veteran, if I get the RNG of another free building upgrade, I can do that, and then all the portraits I've been earning or stacked can either go into training regimen, or I can throw them all into the tavern since they're not useful anywhere else. So that being said, I got a bunch of cash. I have a few trinkets I can sell, Plague Doctor, and that I can unequip. Yeah, I forgot to bring the scouting. So that's a good trinket. That's a good trinket. So I got 4 good trinkets now. Let's check the stagecoach. Vestal. Do I want another Vestal? Do I only have 1 Vestal? I do. I only have 1 Vestal. Okay. So, and I'm just gonna flex here a little bit because sometimes I can't let things go. I just went through like the first 13 weeks with at least 1 Vestal actively kept on my roster. Guys, she is not... You do not have to cling to her, is what I'm going to say. It's very tempting in the beginning of the game to cling to her because she is so ridiculously good at AoE healing. But don't cling to her. If you have the DLC, Flash is very good. The Plague Doctor can do healing. If you have the Crusader with a Howlmaster, they can do enough healing. Like, there are so many other ways you can... I have an Occultist, don't I? Yeah, I have an Occultist. Occultist can do healing. Do not just gravitate towards Vestals and have a million of them. You can. Sorry, I should say you can gravitate towards them and cling to them. I don't care. But what I will say is, you may understand, eventually the more you play, that you might actively overrate them. Due to the fact that yes, actually they really do reduce your damage, your ability to do things. Now they're also very good, as you just saw, they can handle Shamblers and stuff like that. So I'm not going to say they're not at all good any of the time. I'm just going to say I don't think they're the best class in the game, and I often go through a lot without necessarily clutching onto them. Now I am going to trade out portraits here because I needed what, 20 bucks? Only need 5 more. So 4 portraits for 6 bucks. Actually, it's not too bad because since I just got that free upgrade, that's why we do it. Really, other than reducing skill costs, which 30% reduction is pretty good already, so I don't think we need to make them that much cheaper. I'd much rather open up 2 spots in a sanitarium than I would God, what am I trying to say? Have a 10% cheaper. So now we can pump 2 people into the sanitarium. It's not really that much cheaper, but they're also low level. removing non-locked in quirks is still very easy. We are going to keep this Jester. I'm not a huge fan, but I have invested into him, and I invested enough into him, and that he's only one stress facility away. I don't feel like he's a lost cause. I wouldn't often keep a lot of them, but what I will say is like, I also wouldn't stress heal all the time willy-nilly like that. If it was much closer to the beginning of the game, I would tell you, kind of leave him alone. Like, don't heal him like that. But we have invested in him. We do like him. He has a couple of negative quirks that aren't great. Like, he's not great, let's say that. We're not going to act like he's an absolute 100% keeper, but in terms of what we have, he's closer to a keeper than not. I am going to try to keep this vessel. She doesn't have anything bad, nothing too good. She's got Cove Explorer, cool, Cove Phobe, which isn't great. However, we're going to hope we can remove a free negative quirk. So we are going to go into the Cove. We're going to have her be probably 3rd position. We're going to look around for people who need to get leveled up as well. Maybe I'll bring in an Arbalist. Let's see here. Cove. I'm half thinking... Yeah, that's right. We need to get that disease. Well, it is rabies. That's probably why I kept it on you, actually. So I am running into a lot of Resolve 2s because I haven't been able to upgrade my roster yet. So I don't want to touch the Resolve 2s too much more. I want to leave them right at low Resolve 2, and the reason for that is we really I could bring in Reynolds, sure. It's not my favorite party, to be honest, guys, if I'm looking at this, but it's a medium. It's not bad. We'll do it next time. We're just gonna have to get that up. We'll have enough. Let's just say that. I'm acting like we're not gonna have enough. We'll have enough. It just might be a little touch and go at certain points. We have all the skills. We have those upgraded. She had hers to that. Let's just make sure we have the armor, because the armor is really gonna help us. At this rate, no one was bad enough that I wouldn't keep armor or skills on them, so that's why we're investing. We still have 42,000, so like realistically, could I buy even more than I am now? Yes, but once again, I am trying to treat it like I don't have the most money in the world, that I am trying to be very cautious of where I spend my money, because, you know, like I said, I'm trying to treat it as if I'm struggling on money. I don't know exactly what all the curios do. I haven't found the secret rooms I found, you know, so I am trying to treat it like, hey, I'm not doing well on money. Do you have nighttime ambush? You do not. I don't think I'm going to campfire. Well, if I do, I tell you what. I said I didn't think I was going to campfire last time, and I ended up campfiring. 15 crest to make it cheaper by how much? 10%? It's not worth it. It's only 100. So we'll put on him. That was the campfire one, right? Yes, prevents nighttime ambush. Perfect. Alright guys, next time we're going to walk into the Cove, try to remove negative quirks here. We are going to have I think a 50% scouting chance walk in, 45 plus 25% from torchlight. Actually 25% I think space torchlight. I always get that backwards sometimes. Anyways, 50% chance, pretty much minimal. Really good, really cool. Hopefully we remove a negative quirk or two. And then we're going to probably pop into a boss here. And honestly, that trinket's not terrible. It would have been slightly tempting. Nah, not the Hellion one. It would have been... Legendary Bracer's not terrible, let's just say that much. If I'm looking around, I don't believe I saw any scouting trinkets, because it would have been from a short dungeon. 10% damage, actually, generically is pretty good. But we're going to pop in. The bleed skill chance and resist is actually really good on the flat, so we'll get that. We'll get more Ds, expand our party roster, and then pop into the boss. Thank you so much for watching.